Hello everyone, this is the Crystal Guardian here to do another reading for the collective. We're going to call in our guides, guardians, spirit, ancestors. Give us your wisdom and guidance today in this reading. Any negative energies being sent our way, please return those back to the sender. We ask this in the name of the Most High. Thank you. Let us know what we need to know today. Okay. We have expectation coming out. And we have despair. We have marriage coming out. Adjudication. We have toil and labor and change. Main female came out under marriage. And journey came out. Okay. So with the marriage coming out and then adjudication coming right after it, I feel like a divorce or some kind of, this could be an actual physical divorce. This can also be a spiritual divorce. In the 5D, a soul tie is being broken. Under expectation, we have the Knight of Swords coming out in the reverse. This can be impulsiveness with no direction, unpredictable behavior, disregard for consequences, unfocused, restless energy, being burnt out. And that is coming out under expectation. Okay, let's get more energy. Why is expectation coming out? The Ace of Pentacles came out in the upright. This is about abundance, manifestation, new financial or career opportunities, prosperity. And then we have 10 of Swords coming out. This is about painful endings, betrayal, deep wounds. So I feel like someone had an expectation of starting a new beginning someplace where they thought they were going to be prosperous and abundant, but they were reckless in their decisions with the Knight of Swords in the reverse. This caused a betrayal, a painful ending. Now this person is sitting in despair. Let's see, why is despair out here? We have the Four of Swords coming out. Whatever this was, it put this person flat on their back. They thought they were moving towards something where they were going to reach some kind of financial fulfillment or some abundant new beginning. What turned out to be a betrayal because they didn't think things through. They just dove in impulsively. Now they're in despair. This is laying them out flat on their back. Okay. They thought they were going and moving towards this 10 of Pentacles energy. This is about wealth, financial security, long-term success, generational wealth. This is about family wealth. With this Two of Cups being here, This was a romantic partnership. So this person could have moved away from you towards something else where they thought they were going to be better off financially. They thought they were going to get their Ten of Pentacles in this Two of Cups relationship. It turned out to be a betrayal because they rushed in impulsively, wanting this new beginning with this Ace of Pentacles being out here. It turned out to just be a bunch of bullshit with this Ten of Swords. They could have placed you in this Ten of Swords energy and then gotten placed in it themselves by the person that they moved towards when they moved away from you, because they were expecting some financial come up. This put them flat on their back. They're now in despair. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming out. They thought that they were going towards a financial come up. All these pentacles are coming out. They did this for financial reasons because they had an expectation that they were going to be more abundant with whatever they moved towards over you. Now, this could be a third party. This can also be them placing work over you, finances over you, denying you things, holding money over your head, being financially abusive towards you. Okay. Under marriage, we have the Strength card come out. This is about courage, inner strength, focus. And that's falling out on the marriage. Let's see what else we got with marriage being out here. You might have had to find your inner strength to deal with this situation. Let's see. Okay, yeah, you've gained your inner strength in this situation. You're now in this Queen of Swords energy where you're independent, you're putting up your boundaries, you have a clear mind. Let's get one more on this marriage. Why is marriage out here? You could have been married to this person, like I said, either legally or spiritually married to this person in the 5D. Or you could have been with this person and they moved on to marry somebody else because that's where they thought they were going to be more prosperous and abundant. But with adjudication being out here, whatever this marriage was, it didn't pan out. Now we have the Nine of Swords out here in the reverse. This is about inner turmoil, fears. It can also be about releasing worry. So they might have had you in this Nine of Swords energy when they betrayed you. They might be in this Nine of Swords energy now that they're getting karma for whatever they did to you. What goes around comes around. Now they're facing this Nine of Swords, inner turmoil, can't sleep at night, anxiety. And you might be moving out of this. We did see the Strength card here. You're gaining your inner strength. You put your boundaries up. You're no longer letting this person cause anxiety in your life. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles coming out in reverse under adjudication. This is about misdirected activity, and whatever this person was doing or planning to do or did, it didn't work out for them. The energy that they put into this situation that they moved away from you and moved towards didn't work out for them. That's why we're seeing the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. They're now under judgment with adjudication being out here. This could be spiritual judgment as well as legal proceedings. Like I said, you might be married to this person and divorcing them, or they might have moved away from you to marry somebody else because they thought that was where they were going to be more financially stable. This person might have had more than you or seemed like they had more than you. So they left you and went towards where they thought they were going to have more financial abundance. and it didn't work out. And now those two are getting a divorce. Whatever it was that they were trying to do, it didn't work out. They're now facing judgment, whether that's legal judgment or spiritual judgment. It depends on the situation. It could be both as well. Okay, let's get more on judication. Why is judication out here? Okay. All right. So, with the chariot being out here, this could be you jumping on your chariot, moving away from this person. It could be the third party leaving this person. There's some kind of breakup here, whether it's between you and this person or you and this person and the third party. Whatever they were trying to do didn't work out. Okay, with the Hierophant here, this is about institutions. So I'm taking this like marriage, institutions, traditions, society. This, I feel like this was an actual marriage that is breaking up now. And with the Queen of Pentacles here, this could be your energy. It's someone who's nurturing, practical, financially stable. They moved away from you because they felt like you weren't financially stable enough. Now that you've gotten away from them, you might be gaining your financial stability. You might have already gained your financial stability. They moved towards a third party, feeling like they were going to have a come up with this third party. It didn't pan out. Meanwhile, after you hopped on this chariot and got away from them, you're now gaining your financial independence and stability. Okay. We have toil and labor here. Let's see what this is about. Why is toil and labor out here? Okay. We have the Seven of Pentacles, and it came out crossing. Now, this is about regaining or losing control. It's also about mastery, choices, responsibility, but it can also be about secrets. Okay. So I feel like once this person moved away from you and towards another situation, I feel like this is why it's coming out crossing, is you put in the work on yourself. You've gained financial independence, Queen of Pentacles being out here. You're regaining control over your life, over your finances. And while you're regaining control, this other person is losing control. They're losing finances. And I feel like that's why it came out crossing. You're regaining control of your financial stability, and they are losing control of theirs. So let's get more. Why is toil and labor out here? Toil and labor. Let's see. Okay. We have the Six of Pentacles coming out. This is about equal give and take, charity, generosity, sharing wealth. So I feel like you were generous with this person. You were willing to give to this person. I feel like they were not willing to give to you. They were a taker. They were always out for what they could get from who they could get it from. Now that you're rid of this person, you're receiving equal give and take from the universe. You're putting in the work. Here with the toil and labor, you're now receiving equal give and take from the universe. And in this situation, if you look at this card, one person is getting abundance while this person is here in tattered rags. They're losing. And the person who's giving it, I take this as like universal energy, is balancing the scales of justice. So this is karmic justice here, that you are gaining while this other person is losing. Because you did put in the work. You're finally reaping the benefits of your labor. Let's get one more on toil and labor. And we're getting a lot of pentacles coming out in this reading. So I feel like this person was very materialistic. We have the 5 of Cups coming out. So now this person sees you leveling up. They see that you're gaining abundance. They're losing theirs. You're receiving equal give and take from the universe. And now they're in deep regret because they bet on the wrong horse, basically. They moved to another situation where they thought the grass was greener. They thought they were going to have a financial come up. It didn't pan out for them. Now they see you getting ahead and they're in regret because, like I said, they basically bet on the wrong horse. But I feel like if you were still with this person, you wouldn't be gaining abundance. You would be still losing out because of the mindset that they put you in, as well as the universe. If we're with somebody who's a taker, who's materialistic, the universe, God, is not going to bless you because they know the type of person you are. You would just go and give whatever you received to this materialistic asshole because you're a generous person. You're willing to give to others. You couldn't prosper financially when you were with this person because they would just take it all. So the universe, your ancestors, God is not going to bless you until you move out of this person's energy because they know that you'll just give to this person and they don't deserve the reward. So now under change, we have the 9 of Wands coming out in the reverse. Now, this is about struggle. In the upright, it's wounded warrior energy. It's about resilience. So this can be about inner resources, but it's also about being overwhelmed, struggling, exhausted, fatigued. So they placed you in this 9 of Swords wounded warrior energy. You're now coming out of that, and now they're in a feeling of being overwhelmed, of lacking security, of being exhausted. So that's coming out under the change card. So I'm just going to slide these up a little bit. So that we can see all of the cards. Okay. So now under the change, we have this coming out. And that's the change, is they are now sitting in the energy that they had you sitting in. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands coming out. This is about competition, conflict, struggle, rivalry. So they possibly tried to put you in competition with third parties. Now they're in competition. They could be in competition with the third party, with the adjudication being out here if they're going through a legal battle. This person is feeling burdened with the 10 of Wands being out here. And again, this is the energy that they were trying to put you in. They were trying to burden you, create conflict and drama in your life, put you in this wounded warrior energy. You've gotten out of that. Now they're sitting in it. Okay. Why is main female out here? Okay. The Empress fell out under main female. These are literally the same card. It's crazy how this came out because main female, it's basically Empress energy. You are now in this Empress energy. This is about somebody who's abundant, nurturing, divine feminine energy. So this is your energy, whether you're a man or a woman. Take it as it resonates. We have the Knight of Cups here. This is about creativity, following your heart. This can also be about a new romantic proposal. So you might have new love coming your way. You might be with somebody new. If you're not with somebody new, you might have somebody new coming into your life. These came out crossing. We have Seven of Wands coming out crossing. This is about regaining or losing control. So I feel like you are regaining control of your life here with the main female Empress energy, while your past person is losing control. And then with the Two of Wands coming out, this is about moving forward, finding balance, finding love. When they're crossing. So this is about moving forward, progressing. I feel like you do have new love coming in. You've gained control of your life. You're now in this Empress energy with the Knight of Wands coming out, with the Two of Wands, Knight of Cups coming out with the Two of Wands. I feel like you have new love coming your way if you are open to receiving it. You're going to be meeting somebody new if you haven't met them already. Okay, why is Journey out here? You may be traveling. You may be moving. Let's see, why is Journey out here? Okay, this is you. You're now in the Nine of Pentacles energy. You're reaping the fruits of your labor. You're self-sufficient. You're independent. You're following your intuition. Okay, let's get some more on Journey. Judgment came out in the reverse. This is about, in the reverse, it could be about self-doubt, self-loathing, punishment. So I don't feel like this is your energy. I feel like your past person is now sitting, because they see you leveling up to this main female energy. They see you becoming financially independent, gaining your abundance, while they go downhill, because what they thought was going to pan out as a new beginning for them, they were very materialistic, did not happen. Now they're hating themselves because they bet on the wrong horse. They went in the wrong direction. Judgment is being called on them. They feel like they're being punished. They might feel like they're cursed because nothing works out for them, but it's their own doing. Okay, with the Ace of Wands coming out here, this is about a new project, urge to create new beginnings, new opportunities for growth. So you might be traveling, getting out of the area, you might be moving. And when this happens and you leave the area, this is where your new beginnings might come in. This is where this new person might be. You're going to build a stable foundation elsewhere. You're getting away from this Five of Swords energy. This is about conflict. It's also about betrayal, abusive relationships. So this person was in this Five of Swords energy when they did this to you. You're moving away from that. You're getting away from them. You're going elsewhere to build a stable foundation. You do have new beginnings coming in. This is calling judgment on this past person. They're now sitting in a feeling of self-loathing. They feel like nothing ever pans out for them while you're gaining your financial independence. Let's just get a few more for the overall read. Okay. We have the star come out in the reverse. This is about despair, insecurity, disconnection. So this is your past person's energy. They're now sitting in a feeling of despair and discouragement, insecurity, because they're going through this adjudication here, either with you or someone else. They feel like nothing ever pans out for them. Okay. With the King of Swords coming out in the reverse, this person was a liar. They were manipulative. They feel like they're losing control emotionally. They are in despair with the star in the reverse. And then justice coming out in the reverse. They feel like they're being punished. And I believe that they are. Like they feel like this is unfair and unjust, but I feel like it totally is. And we have the Tower come out in the upright. This person is going through a lot of Tower moments. They are sitting in despair, which we did see. Things aren't panning out for them. We have the Judication card come out, despair, the Tower. So they're going through a lot of Tower moments and they feel like this is unjust. But after what they did to you, I feel like it's totally justified. Because they were going after, they had an expectation for money. They were doing anything they could for money. They didn't care what they did, who they did it to, who they hurt, how they hurt people. They just were materialistic, only cared about themselves. I'm honestly surprised the Devil card didn't come out in this reading. I was waiting for it to come out. But now that things didn't go their way, they feel like they're being unfairly, like they're cursed. But it's really just karmic justice because this person doesn't care what they do, who they hurt, as long as they're getting ahead. As long as they think that they're going to have a come up and get ahead financially, they think it's okay to hurt people and do whatever is necessary because they're greedy and they're selfish, they're self-centered. You've found your strength now, you've gotten away, you're no longer letting them put you in this headspace of being anxious, upset, confused. You've got your sword up against this person. You're working on yourself. You've gotten on this chariot, gotten away from them. You're getting your own financial independence here. Okay, so that's the reading. If it resonated with you, you can like, comment, or subscribe. We'll catch you in the next reading. Have a great day. Bye-bye.